Hey everyone, Ben Walsh here from Let Them Eat Bread. I just wanted to make a quick channel video so that you guys would, give you guys a brief rundown from what happened yesterday. First of all, I need to apologize to Claire. My apologies. Your recipe is actually written out perfectly and when I remade it in the afternoon, as you'll see in the video that is posted for the stream, it turned into a really lovely challah. I have not tasted it yet, but I will let you know how it is, and we are definitely going to make it again on the show at some point, just not in the near future, because I do have a great recipe for you guys next week. But I do need to apologize to Claire. It did make a great recipe, so what I said about the loaf in the video was wrong. I made a mistake. I think Claire's only real error was not putting the amount of water that was necessary in the actual ingredients in the recipe. It was buried in the text, and when I read through the recipe the few times I did to memorize it for the show, I actually missed that step. So there's actually an extra half cup of water. So what happened was, when we remade it, what we did was we took an extra half cup of water and we put it in the liquid ingredients with the eggs, tahini, and honey, and that actually gave it it gave it the wetness it needed to absorb all the flour and actually more flour, because we had to knead it on the board. What we ended up doing, though, to make our process a little bit easier, and although you don't need to do this, I highly recommend it if you can, we used a standing mixer to do most of our kneading and mixing. And instead, because we were using a standing mixer, instead of just making a shaggy dough with our mixing, we actually let the standing mixer mix it essentially until it was all the way kneaded. So if you're going to remake this recipe, you can watch the stream. I'm not posting a bread making video this week just because of how it turned out. Make sure that you add that half cup of water. And actually, when I posted the recipe on the stream, you'll see that I actually put in the ingredients and as part of the recipe that instead of doing 2 ounces of water, which is that quarter cup of water warmed for the yeast, you're actually going to do 3/4 cup of water, which includes that extra half cup in there, so you'll have all the liquids you need in order to balance the bread out perfectly. So again, my apologies to Claire. I hope you guys now understand what went wrong and why it was such a dry, terrible brick. I'm sorry we went through that together. And hopefully I will not make that kind of mistake again. So apologies to Claire, apologies to anyone who is watching the stream and who will watch the stream in future. The hope is that you'll see this video and know that we did make a bit of a mistake on the stream, but I'll make the recipe again and we'll do it right that time. It actually turned out to be a really wonderful loaf of bread with a really lovely soft dough. So maybe I'll do another commentary video on it once I do it the right way, and we'll just see if I can fix the mistakes that I made with it. All right, guys, take care. Thanks so much. Have a great Sunday, and happy Father's Day to everyone celebrating.